Have you ever wondered what life really feels like after 75? So much has been written about turning 60, even 70. But what about the years that follow? These years are just as important, perhaps even more so, because each day after 70 becomes a gift, like bonus chapters in a story you've been writing your whole life. When you reach this stage, something shifts. You realize it's not about climbing ladders, chasing achievements, or keeping up with the speed of the world anymore. Instead, it's about depth, presence, and meaning. Today, I want to share with you 5 powerful truths about life after 75. Truths that might surprise you, comfort you, or even make you nod in recognition. And as we walk through them together, I'll also share a few stories from people like Nancy and Tom, who have learned to embrace the stage of life with grace and wisdom. So let's begin. Truth number 1, time feels different. After 75, time takes on a different rhythm. Days may feel slower, but years seem to pass in the blink of an eye. Nancy once told me that she no longer rushes through breakfast. She sits by the window, watching the birds visit her feeder. She notices how the morning light touches the leaves, something she rarely paid attention to before. She said, "Time feels sweeter now because I know each moment is precious." And isn't that true? At this age, you begin to measure time differently. Not in hours or days, but in moments. The smile of a grandchild, the warmth of a friend's voice, the way the seasons change outside your window. It's almost as if life slows you down on purpose, so you can finally savor what you used to rush past. And here's the hidden gift. This slower rhythm teaches you presence. While younger people are often racing ahead, those over 75 are living in the richness of now. Truth number 2, friendships change but grow deeper. Friendship takes on a new meaning after 75. Your circle may be smaller. Some friends may have moved, and sadly, others may no longer be here. But the ones who remain often feel more precious than ever. Take Tom, for example. At 77, he told me he calls his old army buddy every Sunday, no matter what. Sometimes they talk about the past. Sometimes they say very little. But for Tom, just hearing his friend's voice reminds him that he's not walking this journey alone. He laughed and said, "We don't say much, but it feels like life itself is stronger when I hear his voice." Friendships at this age aren't about numbers. They're about depth. One good friend can be a lifeline, a reminder of shared history, of being seen and known. And if you're listening right now and feel your circle is small, I want you to remember, it doesn't take many people to make life rich. Even one meaningful connection can carry you through the toughest days. Truth number 3, the body slows, but the spirit deepens. Let's be honest, after 75, the body isn't the same as it used to be. Walking requires more care, balance feels more fragile, and energy sometimes fades faster. Aches and pains can become daily companions. But here's something few people talk about. When the body slows, the spirit often deepens. Nancy admitted that she sometimes feels frustrated when she loses her balance. But she also said something remarkable. "I've found a well of patience and gratitude I never had before. It's almost like slowing down taught me how to be gentler with myself." And isn't that beautiful? The physical body may show signs of age, but the heart, the mind, and the spirit often grow stronger, more resilient, more peaceful. This stage of life teaches acceptance, not giving up, but embracing what is with dignity and grace. And many find that as their bodies slow, their wisdom shines even brighter, offering strength to those around them. Truth number 4, small joys become life's greatest treasures. When you're young, joy often comes from big events, graduations, weddings, career milestones. But after 75, something shifts. The little things begin to feel like life's greatest treasures. A warm cup of tea on a chilly morning. The laughter of a grandchild playing in the backyard. The gentle rhythm of rain against the window. Tom, now 78, shared with me that years ago, he dreamed of traveling the world. But today, he finds equal joy sitting on the porch with his wife, watching the sunset. "I realized," he said softly, "the world comes to me in these little moments. This is one of the gifts of aging, the ability to truly see beauty in the ordinary." Younger people often miss it, caught up in their busyness. But after 75, the small joys glow brighter. filling the heart with contentment. And maybe that's one of life's secrets. Happiness doesn't come from more. It comes from noticing what's already here. Truth number 5. You carry more wisdom than you realize. Sometimes, seniors worry about being overlooked or forgotten in a world that moves so quickly. But what younger generations don't always say out loud is how much they admire the wisdom you carry. Nancy shared a touching moment with her granddaughter, who once said, "Grandma, you make me feel safe just by being you." Think about that for a moment. After 75, your presence itself becomes a gift. You've lived through changes, challenges, and triumphs. You hold stories and values that younger generations silently absorb, even if they don't always put it into words. At this age, you are a living library, a walking collection of love, history, and lessons. And sometimes, it's not even the words you speak, but simply the way you live. That becomes an example. Never underestimate the quiet power of your wisdom. It matters more than you know. So, what no one tells you about life after 75 is this. It's not the end of your story. It's a new chapter. Quieter, yes, but also deeper and richer. Time feels different. Friendships grow deeper. The body may slow, but the spirit rises. Joy is found in the simplest treasures, and your wisdom shines like a light for those who come after you. If you're 75 or older, I want you to remember, every single day is a gift. Your story still matters. You still matter. Now I'd love to hear from you. Did any of these truths resonate with you? Do you see yourself in Nancy or Tom's story? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if this message brought you comfort or inspiration, please like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone you love. Because life after 75 is not about endings. It's about discovering the beauty of the chapter you're living right now.